व्याप्तं येन सचराचरं तद्बलं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। माल्यादिनी सुगन्धिनी मालत्यादिनी देवो मयतानि पुष्पाणि पूजार्थं प्रतिगृह्यतामः। भगवान की जय, अम्बे मात की जय, जगदम्बे मात की जय, भक्तवत्सल भगवान की जय, आपके आनंद की जय।
Devotees, we have 100 and we introduce you as we start the exercise.
Change out this one instead. Take all that one and put this one. Good.
Prem se Osita Ganave Mata ki. Ganapri devotees, welcome to Devi Mandir. This is our 5th session of our NauvRaatri, Sharad NauvRaatri 2021. So thank you all very much for blessing our Mandir, coming nights after nights. Now, tonight we have, it has been too long. Welcome back someone who is a close stranger to us, but it's here. Because of the pandemic, we were absent for 2 years. So welcome back to Toronto, to Devi Mandir, to carry on with this Yagya, and to do this 5th session until the end on Thursday. So NauvRaatri will continue tonight until Thursday night. So please don't forget, on Wednesday night is Ashmi night, bring your coconut and suman, we do the outdoor house. Okay? So without further ado, Deepati, all over to you.
Prem se bolo Gajanan Swami ki jai. Thank you very much, Mataji. Sitaram, namaste, everyone. Good evening. Let us all sit upright for a few minutes as we begin this evening. This is the 5th night. Beautiful bhajans. As we sit upright this evening, devotees, let us focus our minds on the reason we're here tonight. As Pandiji rightfully said, it's been several months, 2 years almost, since I've been here at Devi Mandir sharing with you in the glories and the scriptures of Bhagavan. By the divine grace of the Divine Mother, we are once again reassembled, and hopefully we are on the upward trend this time. As you clasp your hands and bow your heads, close your eyes, to the center of your forehead, the Ajna Chakra, bring that image of Ganpati Bhagavan, Prathama Pujye Vinayaka. As we chant the opening mantras this afternoon to commence this evening's Katha and Satsang. Prem se bolo Gajanan Swami ki jai. Take a deep breath. Exhale and drop your shoulders and relax. Hari Om. Sri Ganeshaya Namah, Sri Saraswate Namah, Sri Guru Charana Kamalebhyo Namo Namah. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. We call upon that Shakti form of Devi Ma, Jagadambe Bhavani Shankar Mata. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupen Samsthita. Namastasya 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 Namo Namah. Karapurvaram Karunavataram Samsarasaram Bhujagetraharam Sada Vasantam Hridayanande Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami. Atulit Paradhamam Hema Shailabadeham Tanujara Krishanum Jnaninam प्रिय भक्तं बात जातं नमामि वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानमसधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहं परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतं धर्मसंस्थापनार्थाय सम्भवामि युगे युगे हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम। प्रेम से बोलो वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। सीताराम नमस्ते जय गुरुदत्ता ओम साई राम सत श्री अकाल। Welcome, Swagatam, to this, the 5th session of Devi Yagya, Pranam at the beautiful Devi Mandir. Tonight, I would like to compliment, first of all, Pandit Jagyasaiji and of course Pandit Direshji for their kind offering of their knowledge, their love and their devotion to the feet of the Devi over the past 4 nights. I'd like you to put your hands together and give them a lovely round of applause for their service. As we begin this evening, Bhaiya Pari aaye hain nahi, put your volleyball together. I'll tell you all about Pari later on. Goswami Tulsidas writes in Sri Ramcharitamanas, the very, very first sloka of Ramayana, the opening book. Bhagavan Chakras, an invocation of the goddess Saraswati Devi, the goddess of knowledge. Madhavani, the goddess of speech, one of the forms of the Devis, and Lord Ganesha. Interesting. Okay. Let me know. Somebody please check it out. There was no live out. We good? Alright, my bad. Bhagavan Chakras, this beautiful prayer called Mangalashrikam. If you'll sit upright once again, let us chant from Ramayana. Varnanam artha sanghanam rasanam chandasanam api Mangalanam cha kartaro Vande Vani Vinayako Bhavani Shankaro Vande Shraddha Vishwasarupino Yam Yam Vinala Parshanti Siddha Swantastam Ishwaram Vande Bodhamayamekam Guru Shankar-rupino Yamashrito hi Vakravi Chandraha Sarvada Vandate Sitaram Gunagram Punyaranya Vrivarino Vande Vishudha Vijnano Kavishwara Kapishwara Prem se bolo Bhagwan Ramachandra ki Jai. As we begin tonight, let me welcome mothers and fathers, my parents included, listening all the way down in Trinidad. Pandits, many in the audience tonight. Hairudi is here as well, Panditji. So nice to see you as well, Panditji, over here as well, Pandit Rangiji, and all the Pandits in the audience. Brothers and sisters, friends and relatives, my auntie and I see my cousin Steve, all of you are here, thank you so much. And those joining us remotely as well. Uncles and aunties, brothers and sisters, nieces, nephews, godchildren, grandchildren, my dear children, members of the Devi Mandir Kirtan group, all the musicians, Thank you so much for being a part of the Devi Mandir Board of Directors as well. Tonight, devotees, let us now go to the feet of Bhagwan Sri Ganesha in that order. As we sing this beautiful bhajan, it says, salutations to you, Ganapati Bhagwan, O protector of the world. Your form is indeed a source of happiness. If you look at it, a tremendous source of happiness. You are depicted with 4 arms, Charbhuja, and your excellent form shines with a beautiful red tilak. O Ganapati Bhagwan, by riding that musha, that mouse, symbolizes controlling of all of our desires. Tonight we sing Jai Ganapati, Jai Gananayak, Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha. Praise Bhagavan Swami ki. And devotees, like we used to do back 2 years ago at Devi Mandir, I want all of you to clap your hands and sing to the top of your voices. Come on, let's invoke the Shakti tonight. You're going to feel that energy. Jai Ganapati Vandan Gananayak, Jai Ganapati Vandan Gananayak, Jai Ganapati Vandan Gananayak, Jai Ganapati Vandan Gananayak. Jagati Sundar Sukhdayak, Jagati Sundar Sukhdayak, Jai Ganapati Vandan Gananayak, Jai Ganapati Vandan Gananayak. Let's have some more praise in the whole of praise. And the keyboards need to be louder as well. Jai Ganapati Swami. Charbhujanari, mastak sinduri roop nidara, mushak vahan tero, tu hi jantar kumara, teri sundar manpooran mein, teri sundar manpooran mein, tu palak siddhi vinayak. Our Shastras teaches us, Matru Deva Bhava, Pitru Deva Bhava, Acharya Deva Bhava, Atiti Deva Bhava. In this world, in this mundane world, our first gurus are always going to be who? Mother. Matru Deva Bhava, then Father, of course. Devotees, tonight, wherever your parents are, if they've gone to the beyond, I'd like you to bring their image to the center of your forehead. You absolutely would know what their feet look like if you haven't kissed their feet. Oh, shame on you. I'm just kidding. Take the blessings of your parents. If they're alive, bow to their feet. Tonight, I bow to the feet of my parents and my gurus who have gone to the beyond. My guru, my spiritual guru, late Sri Pandit Persad Tiwari, also known as Dargi Baba. To all of you here tonight, I ask you to take that guru's image subliminally to your forehead now. as we prostrate before Him, we seek the blessings of Guru. Ao Gurudev, darshan de do. Ao Gurudev, darshan de do. Tum ho jagat ke nata, tum ho jagat ke nata. Sing it together. Ao Gurudev, darshan de do. Ao Gurudev, darshan de do. Tum ho jagat ke nata, tum ho jagat ke nata. Oh Ma, oh Mother, oh Father, touching bowing your lotus feet is similar to that of Brahma, Vishnu, and Lord Shiva. तुम ही हो ब्रह्मा, तुम ही हो विष्णु, तुम ही हो ब्रह्मा, तुम ही हो शंकर रूपा। आओ गुरुदेव, दर्शन दे दो। आओ गुरुदेव, दर्शन दे दो। Representative of Bhagavan in this Monday, as we come before you, O Mother, O Father, O Gurudev, we bow to your feet, we wash that lotus feet, we place that water that comes out of washing of that feet over our head to purify our minds, our bodies and our souls. Srishti Sthiti Laya Swarup Tumaro, Srishti Sthiti Laya Swarup Tumaro, Tum ho Anandi Rupa. Ao Gurudev, darshan de do. Ao Gurudev, darshan de do. In the Devi Bhagavatam, Bhagavan Shiva asked the Divine Mother Parvati, O Ma, you are so easily accessible to all your devotees. And let me clarify one point tonight before we begin. The Divine Mother, the mother of every single creature in this universe, she loves all her children equally. There are no favorites, there are no eyeballs, so to speak, as we say colloquially in Trinidad. She loves all her children equally, good or bad. Lord Shiva is asking her tonight, Ma, tell us an easy way to accomplish success in all undertakings in this age of Kali, in this iron age that we live in. And the Divine Mother replied with these words. She says, Lord Shambhu, I shall reveal the prayer to the mother, which will enable one to attain success in all undertakings. I'm sure we are looking for success in all of our undertakings, devotees. If then we're wasting our time, if not, we're wasting our time. This mantra was given to us by Lord Narayana himself, or Vishnu. It has Mahakali, Mahalakshmi, and of course Mahasaraswati as the deities. Tonight, I'd like all of us to take an imaginary ribbon and connect it right to the feet of Devi Ma. And unwind that ribbon and bring it back to your heart and pin it onto your heart. Establish that connection, re-establish that connection tonight. We've been absent for almost 18 months, almost 2 years, as Punaji said. Reconnect that ribbon to Devi Ma and feel that outflow of energy from the Divine Mother as we call upon her by these names tonight. This beautiful prayer given to us by Lord Narayana himself. It's called the Durga Sapta Shloki Mantra. 7 shlokas from the Devi Mahatman, the Devi Bhagavatam. Tonight, I ask all of you, please again, sit upright if you can. If you want to focus on the Devi and think in your minds on that ribbon that is now connected. Look into her beautiful eyes. Look at the way she smiles at you. Feel the love, feel the energy outpouring from that beautiful Murti of Ma tonight as we chant. The prayer simply means it is the Divine Mother who spreads the veil of illusion over the hearts of even the wisest of men. O Mother Durga, you rob us of all fear when we contemplate on you. You bestow wisdom upon us, Ma. You are a cosmic benefactress. Who else can remove our poverty, our sorrow, and our fear? Let us chant. प्रेम से भवानी शंकर माता की जय। श्री दुर्गा सप्तलोकी मंत्रहस्ते। ओम अस्ते श्री दुर्गा सप्तशलोकी स्तोत्र महामंत्रस्य। नारायण ऋषि अनुस्तुप आदिनी चंदमसी। श्री महाकाली महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वत्यो देवता। श्री जगत अम्बा प्रीति आधापते विनियोग। ज्ञानिनामपि चेतमसि देवी भगवती सा। बाला तत्कस्य मोहा मायाम प्रयच्छति। दुर्गे स्मृता हरसि भीतिर्मसि सजन्तः। सर्वस्थे स्मृतामतिम् अतिवा शुभं ददासि। दारिद्र्य दुःख भरहारिणी का त्वमन्य सर्वोपकार कारणाय सदा अर्चिता। ओम सर्वमंगल मांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। शरणागति दीनार्थ परित्राणाय परायणी सर्वे सर्वस्य आरती हरि देवी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। सर्वस्वरूप सर्वेशे सर्वशक्ति समान्विते भयभास्त्रैरनो देवी दुर्गे देवी नमोस्तुते। रोगानशीशा अपमसि तुस्ता रुस्ता तु कामनं सकलं अभिष्टान्। त्वम् आश्रितानां विपन्नानां त्वम् अश्रिता हि अश्रद्धं प्रयच्छति। सर्व आभार कर्षणं त्रैलोकस्य क्षिलेशवे एवमेवात्मा कार्यम् अस्मद्भारी विनयिषणम्। इति श्री सप्तश्लोकी दुर्गा स्तोत्रम् संपूर्णम्। प्रेम से बोलो भवानी शंकर माता की जय। माता दी। As Bhajans, I'm sure have covered over the past 4 sessions, she's called by 9 different names. Let us now glorify her by chanting those 9 names. The chorus of this beautiful prayer, the Shri Navdurga Raksha mantra, is Om Navdurga Namaha, Om Jagajanani Namaha. Say that for me. Om Navdurga Namaha, Om Jagajanani Namaha. Feel the energy once again as that energy flows through the ribbon from Devi Mandir to our hearts. Om Shri Maya Darshan Karo. Om Jagajanani Devi Darshan Karo. Om Shankar Mata ki Jai. Shubh Navratri greetings to each and everyone. Dedicated to the 9 forms of the Divine Mother, Jagat Janani, Adi Shakti, Bhavani Shankar Ma. Such a powerful name. Jagat Janani, Adi Shakti, Bhavani Shankar Ma. The Upasana, or the worship of the Universal Mother, which we did this evening, we've done the Aarti, the Puja, the dressing and so forth, offer the Persad. It leads to the attainment of the knowledge of oneself, where we puja Mataji. The Yaksha Prasna in the Kena Upanishad, one of our very, very premier scriptures, it supports this view. It says, approach her with an open heart. The key to receiving the glories of the divine Shakti Devi Mom is approach her with an open heart. If your heart is filled with anything else, think of a cup of water. If it's filled, how can you put anything else in there? It's going to overflow. It might overflow for the wrong reasons. But if you go to her with a cup that is empty, meaning the 9 negative qualities that we burn away each night of Navratri, things like hate, hypocrisy, anger, ego, jealousy, malice, dishonesty. When all those are removed from our minds, and we go before the Divine Mother with that empty heart, that empty cup, so to speak, she is ready to fill it, devotees, to fill it. To fill it with what? The most powerful 4-letter word in the entire universe. What is that word? Love. L-O-V-E. Fill it with love. And you see, once our hearts are filled with love, what else do you need in this world? Especially if it's filled with the love of the Divine Mother. What else do you need? Simply, when our contract comes to an end, meaning when we have to exit from this body and leave this body here and go who knows where, when the soul departs the body. As long as we can leave with that cup filled with love, we guarantee that we're going to go back to where? To Vishnu Lok. To the abode of Bhagwan, and not come back here, devotees. Lay bare, Scripture tells us, lay bare with your mind frankless and filled with humility. Lay your thoughts be pure and sublime. Bhagwan Sri Sai Baba teaches us this very, very brilliantly. He says, love all and serve all selflessly. Become as simple as a newborn. As simple as a newborn. You know, pulverize, it says, our individuality. Remove the egoistic nature. Remove anything that is selfish. Anything that is crooked, anything that is not true, anything that is going to hurt someone, remove it. And this is how we approach the Divine Mother. Make a total, unreserved, ungrudging self-surrender to her. Unconditional surrender. And you chant her mantras. Chant them with love. And by the way, she understands English. Did you know this? You see, we can speak in how many different languages, even in India alone. How many hundreds of languages are there? Think of all the languages you can chant. We have lots of brothers and sisters from India, from our nation. You can chant all the different languages. But unless those mantras are encased with the 4-letter magical formula called love, it's useless. And this is why she understands the language of their heart, perhaps the most important of them all. Brothers and sisters, worship her with full faith and devotion. I quote from the Upanishads now. Navratri is the most suitable occasion for doing this type of worship. We have 2 of them, 2 major ones. Sharad and Chaitra. And worship her in all her manifestations. Do not get caught up in the manifestations. There are many of them. Tonight, on this 5th night of Navratri, we worship her as Skandamata. I quote from Devi Bhagavatam, ask you to sit upright. I'll explain why I always ask you to sit upright in a few minutes. Breathe, drop your shoulders and relax. Feel the energy. Feel the energy flowing from our heart through a river into our hearts tonight. Adi Shakti Bhavani Shankar Mata ki Jai Srimad Devi Bhagavatam Simhasanagata Nityam Padmasrita Kadardapye Subhadastu Sada Devi Skandamata Yasasruve, Prem se bolte Skandamata Maharani ki jai. This shloka taken from Devi Bhagavatam. Eternally the illustrious Skandamata moves about on a lion. This is the vehicle, a lion, holding lotuses in her hands, and she's granting auspiciousness. Skanda is the most dangerous deity in the universe. Skanda. Anger, strength, tactical knowledge, destruction, war. And this energy is just like a child in the lap of the mother. She controls that energy. That's how powerful she is. She's the universal mother, after all. She created everything. No one created her. No one is above her. She's a creatrix. She's responsible for her own creativity. She represents the energy of self-restraint and discipline. And she's a warrior. A warrior, for what reason did she take the warrior form? To protect her children, you and I. To destroy fellows like Raatri and Shum and Ishum and all those Rakshasas, so that mankind can survive. To hold the throat of Bhagwan Shiva Shankar when he swallowed the halal poison, so it didn't go down any further and destroy him and the world. That is the power for the mother that we speak about tonight. Prem se bola Hari Shakti Mata ki jai. Devotees, any warrior will know how to utilize anger for positive results. It's called tactical warfare. When your opponent gets angry, well, if you and I get angry for that matter, think about driving on the road. My God, you have so much traffic here in Toronto. I didn't know it was that bad. It got worse in 2 years. We pray to Martha to reduce some of the traffic. A lot of construction. Think of when you get angry. Somebody cuts you off on the road bridge. When you did see Dharan also. Nice to see you. When someone drives you on the road, what happens? You get angry. You want to go back and cut them off, and so. And if you drive like me, well, they're in trouble. Devotees, if you know how to control anger, and generals and warriors know this very well, you can manipulate the enemy so that the enemy will self-destruct with anger. This is how it works. This is what Mataji is telling us in Kathaas. In the human body, she resides in the Vishuddhi Chakra, right here. Out of the 7 major chakras. Lord Ganesha, Mother Durga, Mooladhara Chakra, and we start going up. The Vishuddhi Chakra, the one that controls the voice. So, for those of you who are aspiring singers and musicians and motivational speakers, this is the form to worship. Okay? This chakra, when this chakra is balanced, when the Vishuddhi Chakra becomes balanced, we are great in communicating, in speech, truth, listening, and when one is under active emotions, when our emotions are being suppressed, when we become over-agitated, Ma will control us from speaking words that are hurtful, that are going to hurt others. She will control us from getting into gossip, and she will control us from what we call character assassination, assassinating another's character. These are the things that she controls at the Vishuddhi Chakra. In the Devi Mandir, the goddess is battling the demon kings and generals who has names like disbelief, anxiety, blindness, violent temper, passion, irresistible temptation, and foul mouth. These are the demons that she battles, and she destroys them. And the goddess now became so angry with them that the anger condensed on her forehead. Tonight I'll teach you a new word if you don't know it yet. There's a word called Tejas. Tejas is this area right up to the center of the forehead. When Kamadev disturbed Bhagwan Shiva Shankar while he was in deep dhyana meditation, Bhagwan Shiva opened the Tejas of the third eye right here, and that cosmic force burned Kamadev to death. Here too, Skandamata, she opens that Tejas and destroys her enemies, destroys the Rakshasas, so to speak. Through this condensed anger, when the anger is condensed onto the Tejas, she manifests into the frightening form of Mother Kali. And I say frightening form of Mother Kali, but do not be afraid of Mother Kali. She's very sweet. We'll understand maybe by Thursday night we'll get into Mother Kali's Katha. Upon the killing of the generals Chanda and Munda, she was given the name Chamunda. Chamunda, beautiful name. This form represents the intensity of rage, and a form of the dark goddess. Anger and rage exists in every single one of us. Make no mistake, we all have it. And anger arises when there's a need to protect your boundaries. And I'll give you a good example. Mothers. Do not mess with a mother's child. Fathers you might get away with, but not a mother. Think of those of us who come back in Trinidad and Guyana and so forth. If you ever, when a young heifer, a cow is born, and you try to take that cattle, that little heifer away from the mother. Yes? My aunt, Auntie Golden is the Baptist. They used to mind cattle. I can tell you. That mother will act like you want to break the chains or the ropes that they're decided. Devotees, similarly, this mother, if you mess with her children, you and I, she becomes angry and she opens and teaches. The only way to seek that protection, though, is to go to her with that empty cup that we spoke about. And I'll give you this phrase tonight. Remember it. When the Divine Mother has got your back, you need not worry about anything. When the Divine Mother has your back, in colloquial terms, you need not worry about anything. Devotees, Munda, we speak about Chanda and Munda. Munda means low, blunt, lack of sharpness, and it represents pain and confusion in the head. And there's a beautiful mantra, powerful mantra. Learn it if you can chant it 9, 21, 108 times a day. Beautiful mantra. It goes like this. Om Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche. Repeat after me. Om Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche. One more time. Om Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche. Pacify all of the negativities in us. That's what this mantra does. Om Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche. A beautiful mantra to perform Havan to the Divine Mother as well. O triple goddess, the mantra says, remove all the dual fluctuations in the mind. Cut away the ignorance. Take away my ignorance. Chanda means angry, wrathful, cruel or violent. And when confusion is mixed with anger or depression, it takes a very cruel form. Or we can say, more energy is required now to cleanse the heart and the emotions. In this regard, one can call Durga as Chamunda or Chandi. You've heard this name before, Chandi Devi. And according to the Prasiddha mantra of Chandi, Om Namas Chandikaye. Om Namas Chandikaye. One more time. Om Namas Chandikaye. Powerful mantras. What does it mean? Om praises to the fierce goddess who can remove the negatives. Who can remove the negatives? Tonight, let us call upon that beautiful form of Ma as we glorify her, this beautiful bhajan, the different names. Ambe, we wash her feet. Charana Kamal hai tere Ma. We sing this beautiful bhajan tonight. Please join with me. Sarvamangal Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Trambake Gauri Narayani Namostute Ambe जीवन सार है तू सकम तू शिवम सुंदरम तू सकम तू शिवम सुंदरम हम सब जब लिखते हो अम्बे चरण कमल है हो अम्बे चरण कमल उसमें आंसू फूल में श्रद्धा अंतर में करे उजियारा तेरे मंदिर में नतमस्तक नभ में सूरज चांद सितारे हमने तेरी मुस्कानों में हमने तेरी मुस्कानों में देखे मधुर सवेरे हमने चरण कमल है हम भरे हैं जन्म जन्म के हम भरे हैं जन्म जन्म के जिस दिन चरण कमल जय जय मां जय मां जय मां clap your hands and come on जय मां जय मां जय मां जय मां जय मां जय मां That's more like it. Make sure that everyone is connected. You'll feel the energy. Don't be afraid to call upon her. You know why? She listens and responds like that. Jai Mata. Thank you, Baba, for blowing the sun. That is, it creates a different energy. It purifies the environment for us. Once, a long, long time ago, in a place called Nainishani, all the gods of Vishnu or Brahma or Shiva, they all went and began to speak to the Vedas. And they asked the Vedas for a divine glimpse of Shakti Devi. The Vedas, the 4 Vedas began to pray to the Divine Mother, and then she revealed her form. Devotees, as she revealed her form, these are the characteristics of the Divine Mother. She had 18 arms in that manifestation. Her bosom was adorned with a beautiful garland, and she had a very happy and concerning smile, always smiling. Her forehead was adorned by the mark of the crescent moon, Chandrama, and her face was so beautiful and charming, with a row of beautiful teeth. Look at the more teeth. Beautiful teeth and pleasant smile. Lord Vishnu got up from his prostration, or his prostrated position on the ground, and he said to her with folded arms, he's speaking to Divine Mother in a prayerful mode. He says, Ma, oh Ma, the son of Pulastya. Who is the son of Pulastya? Ravan. The son of Pulastya Muni, Ravan, who is the king of all the demons. He is tormenting and tyrannizing the whole world because of your benevolence, Ma. Because he prays to you and he has your divine darshan, your blessings. You've made him very haughty. You've made him very proud. Very Abhimani. His heads, he had 10 heads. And by the way, those 10 heads symbolize that he had a lot of Abhiman. He's big-headed, right? You know, I'll give you a little joke. I was doing Katha one day, Ramayana Katha. And this little child was in the audience, you know. And she came up to me afterwards. I was describing Ravan. She said, Baba, does Ravan really have 10 heads? I said, yes, baby, you know, it's 10 heads, but it's symbolic. Each one's symbolic. She says to me, Baba, when he has to sleep at night, and he has to sit on his side, what's the situation there? You get it? So I said, okay, I understand where you're coming from. You're thinking about the physical aspect. And she says, furthermore, Baba, if he complains that he has a headache, which head is Queen Mangalore going to go and take care of, squeeze? So you see, little children. But this is just a material aspect of those 10-headed Ravan, that 10-headed monster Ravan. Lord Vishnu says, for that, all the gods and the Gandhars are celestial singers. They went to shelter for help and advice with Lord Brahma. And Lord Brahma asked me, Lord Vishnu is speaking, Lord Brahma asked me so as to eliminate that wicked fellow. You see, this is how the whole plan is being concocted now, to eliminate Ravan. He, Brahma, has asked me to manifest myself as a human being on this earth planet for this purpose. And who was that human being that Lord Vishnu manifested as? Which form? Which form? Ah boy, I've been away from Devi Mandir for a long time. No, I'm just kidding. Lord Rama. Right? Lord Rama, 7th incarnation. So, Lord Vishnu said to her, Lord Brahma had asked me to manifest myself as the son of Dashrath to deal with him. So this is where the manifestation incarnation is coming from. O goddess of the whole world, I have promised Lord Brahma to do just that. So I will reveal myself on this earth as the son of Dashrath, Lord Rama, to destroy and get rid of that rascal. But that great soul regularly worships you, Ma, and besides you, he also worships your husband, Lord Bholenath. Tonight, devotees, as a result, he says, you are beneficial, you are gracious towards him, and you even reside in the city of Lanka to give patronage and homage and protection to him. Ma, I ask you tonight, free yourself from that city and allow us to take care of this Rakshas Ravan. Tonight, devotees, let us take this opportunity, let us seize this opportunity to glorify Bhagwan Shiva with his beautiful bhajan. Let the sound of the dhamaru, let the sound of the dhamaru reverberate the needs of Bhagwan Shiva. Karpur Garam Karunavatar Samsara Saram Bhujagendra Haram Sada Vasantam Hridayarande Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Jai Shiva Shankar, Jai Shiva Shankar, Shiva Shankar Shambho. Dum 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 dum, dum 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 dum, bajaye Shiva Shankar ke naam par. Lord Vishnu continues now to speak to Divine Mother in Naimisharana. He says, Ma, besides you, Lord Maheshwar, Lord Shiva, who we just sang for, the Supreme Lord, he also protects him. He protects Ravan. Why? Because when Ravan goes into meditation, he stands on one foot, on one leg, devotees, and puts the other leg right up to the thigh, the sole of the feet. And he does this position. And he stands for days and he chants the Mahamrityunjay mantra. You all know it? Om Trayambakam Yajame Sugandhi Pustivardanam Urvarukam Miva Vandana Mrityu Mokshama Amrutam. He keeps chanting that for days until Lord Shiva, he gets Lord Shiva's attention. And only then when Lord Shiva barely opens his eyes, he asks, what boon shall I give you, Ravan? Brothers and sisters, Lord Vishnu continues as a result, Ma. You are very benevolent and gracious towards him, and you even reside in the city of Lanka to give your patronage. Under such circumstances, how is it possible to eliminate Ravan, who is like a thorn to the three worlds in battle? One who is protected by you and Maheshwar, Lord Shiva. Can that person ever be killed? You see, devotees, he continues, beautiful name of Devi now. He says, O Shiva, the divine consort of the divine consort of Lord Shiva. You reside in Lanka yourself as its patron goddess. O Jagadamba, another beautiful name. I bow to you in reverence for your protection, Ma. Then the goddess Parvati replied now. She says, O Madhusudhan, beautiful name of Lord Vishnu. O Madhusudhan, Ravan has worshipped me for a very long time. It is also true that I live in Lanka to protect him. That most strong, valiant and brave Ravan has worshipped Bhagwan Shiva, and I diligently, faithfully and sincerely and devotionally. You see, Rakshasas can even do worship. Example is Ravan. What happens when you perform worship like this, devotees, in this manner, in this way? Diligently, look at the adjectives Ma is using. Diligently, faithfully, sincerely and devotionally. You will only receive maximum results. You will always have ultimate success in this way. Nothing in this world is beyond his reach now. That's Ravan she's speaking about. He's very powerful. All his wishes and desires have been fulfilled. But yet he wants more. He's greedy. And yet he has gotten the results and rewards of doing tapasya, austerities and penances. We quote now from Srimad Devi Bhagavatam as we continue with Katha. This beautiful verse, Shloka 7. Ask you to sit upright once more. Prem Savani Shakti Bhavani Shankar Mata Ki Jai. Aham Rudraya Dhanurato Nomi Brahma Dikse Sarve Hantavau Aham Jnana Samadam Karumyaham Jama Prithvi Avise Saha Prem Savani Shakti Durga Mata Ki Jai. Ma continues to speak to Lord Vishnu. She says, now Ravan is forcefully and cruelly tormenting the whole world to annihilate this world, the inanimate world, because he is proud of his strength. Remember the 10 heads? Proud of his strength and his invincibility. He was able to reap the benefits of the protectress, divine protectress through this devotion. She says, Madhusudan, Vishnu, I am also thinking of destroying him. If I can find an excuse, now Ma is looking for an excuse to destroy Ravan. The Devi said, I shall slay him myself. But you see, it is not proper for me to destroy him without help from anyone else. Right? She's thinking about this whole thing politically now. She said, Lord Brahma is correct. You must incarnate yourself as a human being for this purpose. And in that form as a human, you must make all the necessary efforts required to destroy this Rakshas Ravan. And when you take the mortal form of man, Rama, Lakshmi Mata, who is but one of my other forms, shall accompany you. So you see how the incarnations manifested devotees. And where did Mother Sita, Lakshmi Mata, when she said Lakshmi Mata, that's going to be Mother Sita. Where did Mother Sita come from? Where was she found? In the field. Came from the earth. Bhumata. Her father was plowing the field. And she came out of the earth. Devotees, this is the Devi. This is the materialization of the Devi, the incarnation of the Devi, the Supreme Devi. She continues, the vile and perverted Ravan will get a passionate and amorous on seeing this Devi in the form of Lakshmi Mata Sita, as in said in Ramayana, not so? When Rama took the form of the deer Marich and tricked Mother Sita, tricked Rama, so that he could capture Mother Sita. She says, he will forcibly steal and kidnap her, but who, but nobody else, will be me in human form as Mother Sita. This is how she manifested. This is the story of Bhagavatam devotees. Bhagavatam in Ramayana. As soon as she enters Lanka, I shall take permission of Bhagwan Shiva and most certainly abandon that city. So when Mother Sita entered Lanka, Mother Durga, Bhavani Mata, abandoned that city. Clearing the way now, clearing the path for the beginning of the end of Ravan. When he shall insult my image, she says, in that form of Lakshmi and Sita, as Ravan did insult Sita, he shall certainly be ruined by my wrath and my curse. Devotees, the power of the Devi again. She says, O Madhusudan, Lord Vishnu, when I shall have abandoned Lanka, and you shall reveal yourself as human in the clan of the Raghukul dynasty, as the solar race, for the purpose of slaying Ravan, I shall support you in that quest. Lord Brahma's son, Vashishta now, shall give you the holy mantra. He shall become your Guru, Guru Vashishta, the moral preceptor, teaching you by initiating you and giving you that sacred thread in that ceremony, the Neva Sanskar, and the mantras for formal initiation. And during the thick and thin of battle, when you invoke those powerful mantras, for the purpose of your protection and for the destruction of Ravan, even the most formidable and infallible arrows shot by Ravan will not be able to harm you. Devotees, if you study Ramayana carefully, in the Battle of Lanka, when the war was taking place, when Ravan began to shoot a volley of arrows or missiles to Lord Rama, not a single one could hurt Lord Rama. You know why? Because of Devi Bhagavatam. Right here she studies. The mantra and that sacred mantra that Guru is going to give to you, I shall be your protectress. She's protecting him now, so that the battle, he will win the battle of Lanka. You see, when Ma has got your back, have no fear. Have no fear. You see, it's in Ramayana, I'm proving it to you tonight. Devotees, Katha continues tonight. She says, by my grace, O Madhusudan, in that human form, You will certainly tame that ocean, meaning that Cape Comorin, that ocean that separated Lanka and India, the southern tip of India. You will build a bridge over it, and without much effort, with the help of the Vanas, the celestial beings, then securely you will take Lanka. Oh my dear, as for the method described by Brahma, in other words, according to the destiny determined by Brahma the Creator, you must make a beautiful mud or clay auspicious idol. Make a murti of me in the winters on the shore of that ocean, and worship me as per the established traditions. You notice that murti is still there. Well, a temple is there today that represents that. O Janardhan, another name for Lord Vishnu again. Then you will be able now to destroy that invincible and formidable one, Ravan. When he steps on his golden chariot, when you fire your arrow, a chariot will disintegrate into pieces like lightning striking an object. Lord Vishnu then says, O Ma, he, Ravan, has a steady and sincere devotion for you, and he constantly remembers you with great reverence and faith. Be merciful and kind and compassionate by nature. How will you be able to abandon someone who is constantly repeating your name? Think about this for a second. They want to destroy Ravan, but Ravan, once he gets into trouble, he calls the Divine Mother. So how could she go and destroy her own child? It makes no sense, doesn't it? But you see, Ravan is doing it for the wrong reasons. They are dharmic reasons, devotees. Ma says now, she says, when adversities and formidable invincible, you will invoke the mantra, the powerful mantras the Guru is going to give to you, you shall become victorious. She says, the one with the most strong arms, it is true that he will be remembering me in the battlefield, but listen to the way he will die. Listen to this part of the Kathaas. She says, this whole world is mine, and it is me who has been revealed in the form of this myriad in this vast world. Therefore, anyone who torments the world torments me. The Divine Mother is speaking, Devi Bhagavatam. Anyone who torments this world torments me. Protective traits of a mother again. We spoke about the protective traits of the calf, the mother, the female cow, and her calf. Similarly, anyone who torments my children torments me. That is what the mother is saying tonight. Devotees, while involved now in tormenting and tyrannizing this world, if anyone were to remember or to invoke my name with devotion during these difficulties, then he cannot expect any worldly benefits, rewards, or fruits. So this is where Ravan is going to fail. She says, in other words, if anyone causes any harm to any creation other than the creatures who are all my offsprings, then I shall not sit indifferently and condone such behavior. But nevertheless, he reaps the rewards and benefits consistently, although I will now punish him for his misdeeds. When he dies, he will surely go to heaven. Now look at this. Did Ravan go to heaven? Did he get moksha? Did Ravan get moksha? Come on. Yes. Yes. Don't be afraid. Come on. There's extra person if you answer questions tonight, right? Ravan got moksha from whom? Lord Rama. Lord Rama. All the wickedness he did, stole Mother Sita and captured her for 9 months in Lanka. He still got moksha. Because he practiced austerities, devotees. Now, I'm not saying to go and play bad and practice austerities and look for moksha. It doesn't work like that. No. Karma is karma. Okay? She says now, while I stay in Lanka, this defeat in battle perhaps is impossible. Hence, I shall exit from Lanka. And I shall not protect him in the battlefield because he indulges in tyrannizing these people of the world. Hence, pay your respects to whom? Lord Shiva. Pay your respects to Lord Shiva. Manifest yourself as a human in this world. Devotees, a beautiful bhajan as we sing tonight now, glorifying the Devi. This one we sing in Garba style. Right, Dinesh? It says, meaning victory to Goddess Amba, Mother of this universe, who is the grantor of auspiciousness and prosperity, and the destroyer of dangers, who confers knowledge, power, and supreme wisdom, who is the embodiment of the auspiciousness and love. O Mother Universe, kindly bestow prosperity upon us. Jai Jai Bhavani Ma, Ambe Bhavani Ma, 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 Ambe Bhavani Ma. Lord Vishnu spoke to Bhagwan Shiva. He says, Shambhu, Lord of this world, you have already heard the goddess Bhagavati, what she just said in front of you, O Shankar. Now, whatever help you wish to extend for me, for the purpose of slaying that pervert and wicked one Brahman, please tell me. Then Lord Shiva began to speak. He said, O the vanquisher of enemies, addressing Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva to Lord Vishnu. He says, O the vanquisher of all enemies, I will assume the form of who? A Vana. And who is that Vana? Hanuman Baba Ishwari. I'm sharing with you tonight in the Devi Bhagavatam the different incarnations, devotees. This is where the incarnation of Hanuman takes place. The ninth Rudra avatar of Bhagwan Shiva. Prem se bolo pavan putra Hanuman ki jai. He says, I will take the form of a Vana as the son of the wind god, Vayu, and I shall help you as required. He said, O Madhusudan, by leaping across the ocean and searching out your wife Sita / Lakshmi, I shall become the object of your affection, grace, kindness, benevolence for all times to come. And devotees, with that incarnation Hanumanji took, then Hanumanji is still with us today according to our scriptures, according to Ramayana. And Hanumanji will remain with us until the end of this age, until the end of Kali. And wherever the name of Lord Rama is being sung, Hanumanji is present, like tonight, here tonight at Devi Mandir. Brothers and sisters, he says, Lord Shiva, when I enter Lanka like a miniature mosquito, Hanumanji took this little form of mosquito, enter Lanka. He said that the patron goddess of the city, Lankini, will surely abandon it, which she did. She said, I have told you the way in which I will help you. Is it okay with you and Lord Brahma now? Lord Shiva is asking. Lord Brahma said to Lord Vishnu now, he says, Oh Lord, I shall help now. Lord Brahma wants to get into the game. He says, I shall manifest myself into the form of a bear. And who was that bear? What was his name? Jamwant. That's right, the general. Jamwant. He says, I shall do it prior to your advent on this earth, before you take your avatar. And I shall be empowered with great wisdom, glory, and strength, and valor in order to give you proper and correct advice that will always be beneficial for you. Devotees, he said, O Lord, he too shall abandon his brother and join you and help you. So you too must manifest yourself as a human and protect the whole world now as an animate, while an inanimate creation. And speaking about Devishan here, with the brother of Rama. Lord Shiva said in this way, Lord Vishnu prayed to the Supreme Goddess Mother Parvati once again, and he manifested himself on earth in the household of the great and noble king, Dashratha. And when Lord Rama was born, of course, the brothers were born, Bharat, Lakshman, Shatrughan, and then Hanumanji took avatar 5 days after. Oh, the most extolled sage Narad Muni now, he himself assumed 4 distinct forms in the household of Dashratha as the most strong, brave, valiant, and valorous Sri Ram, Lakshman, Bharat, and Shatrughan, who were the treasures of virtue, beauty, and charm, and besides very strong, robust, and courageous. O great sage, Goddess Lakshmi manifested herself on this earth in a beautiful form to the daughter of the king Janak. While Lord Brahma came on the surface to wash out any manifestation of the form of the king of bears, whose name was Jamwant. And the 11th incarnation, sorry, I might have said 9, the 11th incarnation of Lord Shiva, Pavana Putra Hanumanji, Rudra Avatar. Hanumanji stayed in Kishkinda and served as a minister and advisor to Sugriv. And he recalled the earlier episode when the goddesses prophesied to him in his principal form of Lord Shiva and in the presence of Lord Vishnu above the wall. He climbed on top of a tall tree and looked in all directions in order to have a view of the majestic temple of the goddess. You see, devotees, in Lanka, there existed a majestic temple of the Devi Chandi. And this is where the Devi resided, the protectress of Ravana. I believe the remnants of that temple is still there today as we speak. He saw a beautiful gold-plated, charming, auspicious and clean shrine that was studded with gems and gold and jewelries. And there was a Singa Dhwaja. What is a Singa Dhwaja? A high ceremonial standard flag bearing the mark of the patron deity worshipped in the kingdom. And seeing it now, Hanumanji got all excited. And he went now and he bowed to the goddess in that temple. As he went into the main door of the temple, he had the divine glimpse of the goddess, Sureshwari, another beautiful name of the goddess. The goddess of the gods, Sureshwari. And she was merrily dancing away in the shrine with her companions called Yoginis. And the son of the wind god, now Hanumanji, he went around the goddess 9 times and he began to pay respects to her. Then he bowed to her. Then he most humbly said to the goddess, worshipped by the 3 worlds, he said, O Ma, O divine mother and goddess of the entire world, please be pleased with me. I am a humble servant, messenger of Sri Ram. Here I have come to Lanka searching for Sitama, Janaki Devi, who is incarnate of Mahalakshmi herself. It is on your inspiration that Lord Vishnu has manifested the Sri Ram for the express purpose of destroying this Rakshas Ravana, the evil king. O Shiva, the divine consort of Lord Shiva, Parvati, I am myself Shiva. I have manifested myself as this Vana in your advice in order to help Sri Ram on earth. So, O great goddess, you must leave this city forthwith. Help in destroying that formidable Ravana, Man, and protect the entire animate as well as the inanimate world, which has been tormented and tyrannized by him. And finally tonight, devotees, the goddess replied, O the best amongst the Vanas, I am angry and extremely peeved at the way Ravan has insulted and has been treating Sita Devi, one of my forms. O the best among Vanas, I have now decided to depart from Lanka. Devotees, O the most extolled monkey, she says, Vana, not monkey, I have been staying and waiting here for the moment when I shall hear this request from your lips and look forward to meeting you in this form. Now, as per your wishes, I will abandon Lanka. Shiva said to Narada Muni now, O the best of all sayers, saying this, the great goddess Maheshwari, literally the divine consort of Lord Shiva, vanished from sight immediately, even while Hanumanji watched. Then, being extremely angry and furious, and so much as almost fainted in anger, the anger we spoke about, Hanuman Baba now wrathfully destroyed the Ashoka garden, and then he looked now and started looking for Ravan. Tonight, we are going to end our Katha at this point, as we are going to take you a little bit into Ramayana, and we'll come back to Devi Bhagavatam. But a few points to note tonight. The fact that Bhagwan Sri Ram killed Ravan on the 9th day of the bright lunar fortnight in the month of Ashwin, during the last worship of the goddess, the next day on the 10th, and immediately returned to Ayodhya by the air or by the Pushpak Viman, Devotees, this is why on Thursday night we call it Dushera, the destruction of Ravana. To fulfill his promise to Bharat, his brother, not a single day extra, not a single minute needed to pass to complete 14 years before Lord Rama would arrive back into Ayodhya. Because Bharat's promise, as you recall, when Lord Rama was being exiled to the forest, he said to his mother, if my brother is not back in Ayodhya in exactly 14 years, to the date, the hour, the second, the millisecond, the microsecond, I will end my life. And Lord Rama showed up just in time, devotees. And Bharat, devotees, we come to the conclusion, that in this month of Ashwin, Lord Rama, in fact, returned back to Ayodhya. As I close tonight, Mother's grace is boundless. You cannot purchase this in a store. It has no price. It's priceless. It's infinite. Her mercy is infinite. Her mahima is infinite. And she loves all her children. When you go before her, not only take Persad, We offer to her in your altars at home if you have devotees and so forth. Prasadam, Arti, Agarbati, flowers and so forth. I asked you this question, I've asked it many times before. When was the last time did you have a heart-to-heart conversation with the Divine Mother? Or any form of love for that matter? You don't have to answer me, think about it. When was the last time? And I'm not speaking about going before her and offering all ingredients and waving the Yagya. I'm asking about that when you connect that river to her tonight. You establish that protocol, that communication with her. You're asking her, Mom. Speak to her. As I said, she understands English, she understands the language of the heart. She's pleased even with a little, just a little bit of purity of heart. And if you take just one step to her, she takes 10 steps towards you. Just take one step towards her. Seize this golden opportunity tonight. Rekindle the spark of divinity that exists in every single one of us. Come to Mom. Experience her warm embrace. Devotees, when everyone else in this world turns their back on you, this mother will always stand with you, I guarantee. Come to her, submit to her, selflessly. Just as the mothers cuddle and hold the little babies, or held us when we were babies, with utmost love and joy, she will cradle you in the same way. She will cradle us in the same way. All we need to do is to approach her as we outlined earlier. She will transform your entire life in a matter of seconds. All you need to do is to ask. All you have to do is to ask. If you don't believe me, try it. She will transform your entire life in a matter of seconds. Ask her with love. All we need to do is to approach her. Selfless, kind, pure-hearted, and of course without the 9 negative qualities which we are burning. And I believe we are burning coconuts on Wednesday night, yes. So please have your dried coconuts. I'll explain the coconuts, the significance of that tomorrow. Let's make a definite and sincere attempt to obtain the grace of Shakti Devi Ma, the Divine Mother, and bless us all with the nectar of divine wisdom, spiritual insight, and peace. Devotees, make your heart soft, because mother's love is something that is soft. When we speak of the mother, we speak of something that is soft, something that is pure. And then success is quick in sadhana, in speech, soft, sweet speech, and we speak only of God, not of people's business. That is the process of softening the subsoil. O Mother Divine, teach me to love others and to serve others selflessly. Teach me to be true to my word, Ma, even as I want others to be true to me. Teach me to love others, and I wish them to love me as well. Teach me, O Mother, to make others happy and always make others smile. Devotees, this is a great teaching here. If you do not have something good to say to someone, put it in your pocket and walk away. Literally. Don't say it. If you cannot make someone happy, don't waste your time. Don't take on unnecessary karma. Please. Teach me, O Mother, to find my happiness in the joy of others. When others are happy, then I am happy. If my neighbor is sad, I will go to help him, to make him happy, to make others, to love others, to serve others, to help the poor, the downtrodden, the weak, those who have been discarded and dejected and rejected from society. Give them a helping hand. Help them, give them a bath, give them a set of clothes, feed them. That is how we puja Ma, devotees. Because you know why? They too are mother's children. They too are mother's children. If you need an example, you don't have to go too far. Study the life and the teachings of Saint Mother Teresa. Saint Mother Teresa. Study the teachings. This is why she told me to be quiet. This is why today she is Saint Teresa. These words, devotees, this prayer is from Paramahansa Yogananda, great teacher. They develop compassion, sympathy, and engage in service, selfless service. Understand the agony and poverty and disease and distress and despair of others. Share both tears and prayers with others. And this is the way to soften this heart, to receive that sadhana from Mom. May you lead a very blissful life, devotees. You don't need to search for bliss outside you. It is within us, says Swami. Now that you are armed and fully equipped tonight with the knowledge of how to appease the Divine Mother, and the knowledge gathered from the other Pandits, Panjal and Giresh over the past 4 nights as well, collectively. You are now equipped with this knowledge of how to appease the Mother, how to actually extract the Shakti of the Murti when you worship her. Exit this university called Devi Mandir tonight and enter the universe. Share Satya, Dharma, Prema and Shanti. Tonight, we close with this beautiful bhajan, glorifying Mother Lakshmi in form tonight. Tonight is one of the nights of worshipping Mother Lakshmi. It says, all hail to you, O Mother Lakshmi. Loving and caring Mother, listen, Mother, do listen to my cries. You are the eternal Mother of prosperity. It is you who have given me birth to this world. You are Savitri, you are Gauri indeed. You are Lord Vishnu's love. As light, you are expressed in this form. This is your play, your power. Your power is limitless and boundless, O Ma. Through your grace, all sinful acts are transformed and forgiven. As you desire, so does it happen by your grace. May I meditate upon you, O Ma, and sing your glories. May my worship, devout and be true, accepted by you always. Let us blend our voices and sing Jai Jai Lakshmi Mata. Jai Jai Lakshmi Mata, He Mata, He Mata. Jai Jai Lakshmi Mata, He Mata, He Mata. Tu sun le, मेरी पुकार ओ माता, जय जय लक्ष्मी माता, हे माता, हे माता। आदि भगवती माधुरी जग को जन्म दिया, तू सावित्री, तू ही गौरी, तू ही विष्णु प्रिया है। ओ ज्योति भई तेरे रूप गई, तेरी लीला, तेरी लीला, तेरी लीला अपरंपार, अपरंपार। तेरी दया के फल में बनते बिगड़े काम सभी की, तू जिस चाहे नारायण की करती कृपा उसी पे। तेरे ज्ञान करूं, गुण ज्ञान करूं, मेरी पूजा, मेरी पूजा, मेरी पूजा कर स्वीकार, कर स्वीकार ओ माता। जय लक्ष्मी माता, हे माता, हे माता, तू सुन ले, तू सुन ले, तू सुन ले मेरी पुकार, मेरी पुकार ओ माता। जय लक्ष्मी माता, हे माता, हे माता, हे माता। कथा विसर्जन होत है सुरवीर हनुमान राम लक्ष्मण जानकी सदा करो कल्याण एक घड़िया दो घड़ी आगो में दुनियान तुलसी संगत साधि घटे गोरे पुराण प्रेम से मर्यादा पुरुष भगवान रामचंद्र की जय भाग्य वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय भवानी शंकर माता की जय. My dear brothers and sisters, let me say what an honor. I am humbled and blessed to be back here at Devi Mandir. I call this home. And I certainly miss all of you, every single one of you. And looking forward to the rest of the Yagya continuation as we have wonderful Kathaas to share with you. Please invite your friends. Bring a friend, as I say, tomorrow. I think you all have Thanksgiving here tomorrow, no? Alright. So come, we'll give thanks here. Bring everybody to the Mandir tomorrow. I'd like to acknowledge, it would be remiss if I don't, my dear brother, who I grew up with, I have to say grew up with, many years ago in the 80s here in Toronto, as a musician, as a friend, as a brother, as a singer, and we certainly painted this town left, right, and center, painted religiously, of course. And that's none other than my dear brother Parmeshwar Gosai. Give him a lovely round of applause, please. Colin Barry, beautiful singer, wonderful musician, all-rounder, and is Pauline here? Okay. And we'll hear from Pauline India's beautiful singer as well later on this week. To all of you, all the Kirtan group, Danish, thank you, and of course Anthony's here, Priya, and I've been away too long, sorry. And of course, Didi is here with us as well. Thank you all so much for this wonderful evening of devotion. To all of the listeners, we have quite a few people there, a couple of hundreds online tonight as well. I'll tell you what has happened during the pandemic, and Sharon Didi knows this very well. We started something called Shivoham, a weekly 2-hour satsang live. It's a virtual satsang live on Facebook, YouTube, Akashvani, Bhattiti, and all these places, where we do devotion to its universal. We deal with Bhagwan Shri Krishna, Ramayana, Gita. We just finished the Bhagavatam, which is the Krishna Katha. Now we're in NauvRaatri. And every Tuesday, if you have time, from 7 to 9 p.m., please tune in. It's live, virtual, and this is good, quite an audience for me and for us to share with folks from all over the world that tune in. And I'd like to recognize all of the devotees who I left this morning in Tampa, Florida, where I completed this 3-session Yagya at the Vishnu Mandir. If you're on tonight, I say to you, Sitaram, and thank you for your love and your support and your hospitality. I believe there are a couple of announcements, and then we will go into Arati, which the group will do. And once again, thank you all so much for coming. I will gladly meet with you, but if you're coming up, please put on your mask. We want to keep Ananji safe, and I want to keep you safe as well, although we are vaccinated. Please take all precautions, okay? Thank you. Ananji.
प्रेम से बोलो श्री देवी माता की जय. श्री जगदम्बे माता की जय. Yes, Maharaj, devotees, I'm sure you are in for a treat tonight. And having heard you for the last 18 months to almost 2 years, Devi Mandir has gained as largest Shakti. So I'm sure all of you have listened to that very inspiring discourse from the Devi Bhagavatam on the 5th night of our NauvRaatri. So please do come again tomorrow until Thursday. Just have a few announcements. Tonight's service was sponsored by Srimati Meera Maharaj and family. And we also have a host of Khalsas there with the coconut on it. Remember, Wednesday night we'll be doing the Hawan with the 108 coconuts. So we are asking for a small contribution. Please see Krishna Ji with the arti there at the end, and you can get your coconut. Reserve your coconut with the Khalsa. You can take home your Khalsa and bring back the coconut on Wednesday. Our Diwali Mela Devi Mandir is set for the 13th of November. I will come back tomorrow night with you with the details of the Diwali Mela, because it has to do with the motorcade and the Mela downstairs in the auditorium. And of course, I like to wish each and every person a happy Thanksgiving tomorrow. So thank you very much, Yancy. Thank you very much for a very inspiring talk. And now I think we have
Ashiana, Priya, and Andrew. Classes are being held right here in the prayer hall on Sundays from 12:30 to 1:30 p.m. All youth and adults are invited to come and be part of Devi Mandir's community. We look forward to your participation. Thank you.
Devi Mandir Kirtan Group has restarted our annual NauvRaatri food drive, and we encourage you all to donate. Some of the most common items needed this year are canned or dried pasta and pasta sauces, spreads, so peanut butter, soy butter, and almond butter, canned beans, soups, fruits, and vegetables, canned dairy products and powdered milk, instant baby food and formula. We are also looking for bathroom tissue and personal hygiene products. We are asking if you could bring at least one item each time you visit the mandir, especially during NauvRaatri. The drive will run through the month of October, so we have lots of time to collect a few boxes of donations. You also have the option of donating money, in which you can see myself to get the details. We will announce how much food and how much money we are donating to our local Pickering food bank at the end of the month. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. So the boxes are downstairs in the lobby. When you don't need to grab that, let's pick up the money here and you have to pay it on. So the devotees thank you all very much for that. Getting all of you enjoy your continuing support. Let us all stand as we unify the
Jai
भुजगन्धारि सदा सन्तं मृदयावन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणी नमस्तुते मन्त्रहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनं जनार्दनं पूजितं मया देवा परिपूर्णन्तरास्मे पार बार बरमानो हरस्य देहो श्रीरंग पद सरोज पायनी भक्ति सदा सर्वसं गुरुस्यामि रामचंद्र भगवान की उमापति महादेव की जय श्री लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की जय सूर्य नारायण भगवान की जय श्री गणेश भगवान की जय राधा और कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय जगदम्बे माता की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय सरस्वती माता की जय लक्ष्मी माता की जय सब देवों की जय सब संतन की जय सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय गंगा मैया की जय गौ माता की जय भारत माता की जय सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ द्यौः शान्ति अन्तरिक्षं शान्ति पृथिवी शान्ति आपः शान्ति उषधय शान्ति वनस्पत शान्ति विश्वदेव शान्ति ब्रह्मा शान्ति सर्वगुण शान्ति शान्तिरेव शान्ति क्षमा शान्तिरेव विभूतिर्विभूतिर्भावम् गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। बोलो अम्बे माता की जय, व्यासदेव भगवान की जय।
Good.